8 days, 8 mates, exploring the unknown in the Buccaneer Archipelago. We're taking our Blue Dog Reef Hopper on its biggest adventure yet, driving over 500 miles up in the remote parts of the Kimberleys. This video will give you a cost-detailed analysis of the breakdown of what we spent on food, fuel, and all the other little items to get us on the boat. We will give you a rundown of the essential items we packed and brought along for this trip. We celebrate M's 30th, and we take you along on the first 2 days of our trip, where we go to Silica Beach, Cone Bay, and catch a few epic fish along the way. We're doing our big stock up for our Kimberley's trip. We're getting as many things we can cook now while we have access to a house to cook up. We're gonna vac seal it. My beautiful chef. Oh, I can't lift it up, but very cool. So we're starting off our Kimberley's trip going into a 30-knot headwind for the next 1,000 kilometers. So we usually use between like 18 and 21 litres per 100 when we're towing the boat, but we're using above 30. So she's an expensive start to the trip. But we're just going to punch it through, get there, and we'll work the rest out later. I just went to open the hatch on our tent, and he jumped at me with his back 2 legs still stuck on the tent. He's scared little E, even though she's not even out here. Cutting it a bit close here. We've just landed in Broome. Big Dog's 30 today. She's ready to have 1 billion schooners. We're about to hit the pub. She is not piss fit at all, but she's ready to smash some cocktails. Let's go.
Which pub do you recommend? What's the least festy one?
We're going straight to the Rowie. Which by chance. Know when you meet a new group of people that you're never ever going to hang out with again?
What do you mean? I like beers.
Here she is, the biggest beer monster in all of Western Australia.
Let's go.
He's going through all the dry store stuff now, which shouldn't be too much as we've pre-made all the meals. So we're just finishing packing the end of our boat for our trip tomorrow. Everything's looking good. We got the food, we got all the fishing gear, we got all our water. We'll give you more info soon, but the one thing E is a bit nervous about is this swag. So this is where we're going to be sleeping, at the cast deck. We know it doesn't fit, but we're just seeing how much it will fit for us to sleep in, and we don't really have another option. We just tested our bigger angle, which works, so that's a big win. But this is the thing we need to at least be able to be semi-comfy. Em's a bit stressed.
Yeah. Fuck, I can't wait to see what the prizes are.
Yeah. The trip is officially about to begin. We've celebrated E's birthday, we've had a few beers, we've explored Broome, but now we're going to give you a quick rundown of the boat. I haven't done the final setup, but we thought by the time we get to our launch, we're going to be, rushing a bit. So run them through. What do we got at the back?
All right, at the back, we've just come from the servo and spent $1,000 on fuel. So we've got 160 litre fuel tank, fuel bladder in the kill tank, and then filled up our actual tank. And then we've got an extra 100 litres in Jerry's. We've borrowed from our friends, Legends, one of those on-tap water things, which is going to be our showers while we're out there. We've got 60 litres of drinking water as well. Here we've got some fishing gear, batteries and stuff under there. Twigs somehow decided he needed to bring 400 fishing rods for a 10-day trip where we're not really doing that much fishing, but that's okay. Under here we've got all our dry store food, clothes bag each, dry store food, snacks, stuff like that. because that will stay nice and dry.
Safety equipment.
Safety equipment. Come around here. He never drinks emus, but we're in WA, so he's decided he has to for some reason.
Yeah, a couple of bush jokes of the trip in the Kimberleys.
This is where we've got all our camera gear, that other bag of food stuff that we're going to put in the fridge once we get that going. We're just bringing our 40-litre angle out of the car that we've got as a freezer. So we've cooked all of our food, vacuum sealed heaps of stuff like spaghetti, curries, pasta, stuff like that. So we don't have to actually cook out there. It's all pre-made, which we hope is going to be a good idea. But we feel like it was a good idea to do just to save space and save rubbish when we're out there. Forgot to mention that little addition on the back of the boat there. A little 60-litre mini wheelie bin. Which, funny story with this, when we actually found them, we bought it from Mitre 10, it was only hot pink. And I was like to Twig, really? Like, I don't want to get hot pink. It's going to look crap on our boat. And he's like, we need one. So I was like, all right, fine. So we got it, put it on there, and all I could think of was our boat in all these stunning locations getting photos and just this hot pink bin on the back. And I was like, not really keen on that. Next minute, I just took Twig for a haircut, and the shop next door was Red Dot Karratha, and it had every wheelie bin colour under the sun. So we made the last minute decision to change to grey, so it's a little bit less out there.
Let's go. Enough.
We've got an esky here, which we're going to put all our alcohol in. We've just filled it up with ice. Here is the back of the centre console where we're going to charge all our camera gear, keep everything nice and dry in there. Swag, which kind of half fits, half doesn't, but that's our bed for the next however many nights.
And then as much fishing gear as I could get in here.
So we've got more fishing gear than clothes. But that's what I'm told is the essentials. Our cooker's in here, all our safety gear, flares and stuff like that. Solar panel, which is going to be essential for running our fridge the whole time we're out there, especially because we've got it on as freezer. And then in this one, I think it's just more fishing gear. I think we've got 200 lures each, just in case we lose them. And I think that's about it. Anything else that I've forgotten? Oh, anchorage and stuff's up the front here. We've got some extra ropes and things like that. We were meant to get a tide book from one of the camping shops, but we didn't.
Well, so none of them had them.
None of them had them. We were just being extra cautious after Twig's dramas the other week. We've got a few things in the gunnels, but we haven't really packed and settled in properly yet.
Righto. Anyway, wrap it up. Got everything. The important things are heaps of fuel, heaps of fishing gear, heaps of water. The fuel bladder by Niche, which is going to save our butt because we needed a heap more fuel. It's perfectly in the kill tank. Our solar blanket to keep our fridge running because we've only got 2 small batteries. So we got a projector solar blanket that is going to be on as long as we're not driving the boat. And I think our freezer is going to be running out overnight pretty regularly. So we just need to top that up as much as we can, but it will stay cold. And yeah, ready to have fun in the Kimberleys with some good mates. You gonna send it?
The other thing is we probably will need to get more fuel in the boat, but there's a fill-up station where you can get fuel. We've been told it's $4 a litre. So we've got cash ready, but yeah, we'll be interested to see how much fuel we go through this trip as well.
Sweet, righto. We're gonna send it.
All right, we got the boat in the water. We're ready to go. Conditions are absolute glass. We are that keen.
So day 1 of the Kimberleys. We're just kind of making camp tonight. We're going to cross over to the other side where all the islands are. And we don't really have much of a plan because we're just going to take it day by day with the crew we're with. So bucket list things, or things we really want to see, is Montgomery Reef, Croc Creek, Silica Beach.
Horizontal waterfalls, that's my number one thing I really want to see. Silica Beach. I think there was another waterfall, Ruby Waterfall or something like that.
Yeah, we might be going to Ruby. It's a bit out of the way, but we may go there. Also, the little water tank that you can have a beer in. Very keen for that. But conditions couldn't be better. It's been in glass the last 3 days, but we had to wait until today to leave, just for the crew we're with. So we're ready. We want to get out there. We're on the water. Let's go get it.
Let's go. Boat is packed to the absolute rafters. Fuel bladder in there, drone, electronics, angle, esky, export, blue dog, twig boy, e-dog, yes. Alrighty, boat's in the water. Twig boy's having a quick fish, of course. Day one, let's go.
Starting the trip with a bit of boat malfunction issues. We've had issues on this Yami and this one. But now we're coming to the rescue.
Something just jumped out of the water. So Twig's thrown his brand new little bait caster, which he's just bird's nested instantly. Day one and we're eating like kings. Cheesy Mite Scroll, homemade brownie.
This is probably like a favourite meal for them, not me.
Wait for day 10, we're probably eating crackers. Lucky if they got any peanut butter on them, but we're packed and ready to go. Massive turtle right next to our boat. Ah, that's sick as.
Finally got it, our glass out!
Setting up for the first night. We're on Neebs, so we're going to do a little raft up because there's only 30 centimetres of change in the water overnight, the tide. See, there's a little waterfall there, which is not there at the moment. This is giving me King Kong vibes. A movie you've probably never seen. Look at that sun.
So pretty.
It's like alien-like. Holy crap. I'm getting
So nice.
hungry. What are we having for dinner, eh?
Chops, just waiting for them to defrost.
Bit of salad. We'll get that going. We're rafting up over here. We're just letting them all sort out what they're doing first, and then we're going to come and join the crew. Night one, he is on the drink.
Oh, you get the net. You get that in the net, 100%.
If he comes back.
This is cool to see. Oh, he's coming. Surely. Yeah. That didn't take long.
Night one, we're in bed. It's a bit of a long day in the end, putting the boats in, moving everything around. A few of the other guys had some engine trouble, so killed a few hours sorting that out once we're on the water. But we're in bed. Our bed is not very nice. It's wet.
It's a little bit damp.
Hot. It's kind of all over the place. We hardly fit, like, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a massive dent. But we're making it work. No complaints. It's just, it is what it is.
Can't tell.
Yeah, so at the front of the boat, I left the hatches kind of up, so we're laying on them, which is not nice, but I can't be bothered changing them. Day one
for a trip in the Kimberley.
Day one done, so I think we're just getting up at a leisurely time tomorrow, which will probably be first light, and we're going to go check out a few shacks, a few walks. One's meant to be a waterfall. Not sure if there'll be water running. But yeah, we got neap tides for another 4 days, so we're going to try and do as much of our travelling within those days. And yeah, Don't really know the plan, but looking forward to it.
We will show you what we do though.
Yeah. And Em is loving this bed.
I'm actually quite comfortable. I fit nicely in here. Twig is just a bit much.
Well, look at
more
this.
longer than me.
Standard relationship problems. Look, I'm on the wall. I'm saying how.
No, I'll go over here.
Oh, yeah, right. There's still all this vacant space. Good night. Got the first morning on the Kimberleys. Em's still having a bit of a lay-in. You can see all these beautiful colours. There is a waterfall over there that's not running anymore. Bit of a beach, the sun's just coming up. Got the gang. We were all rafted up, but we decided to sleep solo, as there was a little bit of turbulence last night, but it's flat as again now. A lot of people are very superstitious about having bananas on the boat. However, we're on a 10-day trip and it's a perfect little snack. So Em said, bring them.
No, I said, are you okay with me bringing them?
And
you said, yeah, it'll be right.
I don't really care.
So we don't catch a fish, that's why.
So they're nearly fully ripe already. It's only morning 2. The boys have just crashed their drone, brand new, somewhere. So they're going to go look for it. We'll go give them a hand. Have a bit of brekkie.
Boys found a little beach to have a flick for Barra. Reckons he saw one before. Still learning how to use the bait caster, obviously. Ooh. Getting him to pick a lure. He probably doesn't have any idea what any of them do, so it's going to be off appearance. What are we feeling, eh? If it's off appearance, I'm going that one.
You like the pink? I thought you might like that one.
Bit of pink.
I reckon that could be a good choice.
Functionality, I think that one might be the winner.
Oh, you like the...
Desert perch.
That one is a bit trickier to use, but I
Okay,
can
we'll
teach you
get
how to
to
use
that.
it.
No, I'll go this one.
Pink?
Trust in myself.
Yeah, nice. So we got a couple of new setups for this trip. We got Em, a kind of medium setup Abu Garcia rod. I think it's like 6 to 10 kilo. What do we got? Yeah, 6 to 10 kilo, 7 to 45 gram lure, 2-piece. So she can hook big barra. She can get some of the bigger fish on the trip as well, like a big trout or maybe a decent golden trevally. Then I think we have a 5,000 reel, which is pretty big, but I wanted this to be a bit of an all-rounder, not just specifically barra. We actually bought this combo once before. Em got it for me as a present, and I never got to use it because it fell straight in the ocean, because they're skinny rods. They don't stick in the gunnels. So we've rebought it for Em, and she's gone the nice little pink shimmer cull shad, looking for a big barra today.
They're all camped in there. We'll send fire and see what they're like.
Just do a little dolly.
Look at this proper bush shower. Look at this gravity fed shower. Dust the feet off after you've had a long day mud crabbing.
This is one of the better known shacks out on the Buccaneer Archipelago. We were very fortunate as when we pulled up, there was a local fella from Derby, the Undertaker, who was looking after the shack, and he gave us a full rundown of all the history and all the details that made this place. From my understanding, a local fella from Derby had been coming out here for a long time to build this place into what it is now. He used this tractor, or what they called hideous, to lump sand grit from the nearby beaches up to create a stable platform all around the camp. He would bring his daughters along for a bit of free labour, constructing everything you see here today, including a gravity-fed shower, golden throne that looks out over all of the coastline, running power, running water, garden, dry store, and as explained to us, the main bedroom was made out of an old merry-go-round where you can see the features from that still present.
First stop on the Kimberleys, we just explored one of the huts. It's been there for 42 years from a local bloke in Derby. There's a new fella that's looking after it now. He's redoing it all. It's got an old winch system, tractor, drop dunny, stove, shower, all different things. Keep it going. Boys are getting a bit hot and bothered, so they've just jumped in because the water is crystal clear today. We're heading off to the next spot. He's ready to go. Here are the boys going to get some crabs. Crew's ready to rock and roll. Show you how clear the water is today. You wouldn't think any crocs live up here, would you?
We found some mangroves, so we're gonna have a little flick for Barra. Twig boy's setting up the rods, GoPro's on. We're gonna flick at the rock and hopefully get our first one.
Oh, so that fish?
Wait,
You're on?
I'm on.
Oh, nice. Do the drag up a little bit, eh?
Yeah, I'm on.
What do you got?
Well,
A little queenfish. Yeah.
we can't really lean to the front.
First fish of the trip to eat on our little pink lure. A little
Wait,
queenfish.
oh, he took my... No, he didn't.
Right. Whee! Tiny little one. First fish of the trip in the boat. Look at all those bait fish there. Yeah, as close to it as you can.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, nice. Hold the rod tip high, hold the rod tip high. Hold the rod tip high. Yep. Bring it over here. Oh. Keep the rod tip high. He's on.
Still there, it's just broke my lure. Hey,
It's a tarpon. I'm pretty sure. Oh no, it's a thready. It's a little threadfin salmon.
got him.
There we go. Nice, what do you reckon?
2 fish to eat.
On the little pink lure,
Yes,
killing it.
good.
Ready. Freshwater master. Just grab him. Grab him hard. Pull him out. Wait. Put the elbow down. Estuary master, 2 from 2. Chuck him back.
at that colour. On our way to another little place to explore. See if you can see the croc.
First big lizard of the trip. We've got the boats perched up just here. We're going to explore a little waterfall and a shack. He's not happy. Look at this for a bit of a backdrop. Kimberleys is off its head. Can you see him? Nah. First wash of the trip. There we go. Need a bit more than that, I think. So we've just climbed up a bit of Kimberley jungle through the waterfalls. Up the mountain, we've come across another shack. So a few cool little rock pools at the bottom, which we're definitely going to swim back in as we go down because it's hot as. You can see this is like a bit of bushland secluded between the gorge. We're going to go have a little explore of this thing. See what it looks like. Imagine bringing all these bricks up here by hand, eh? Or stones, concrete, mortar. Good couple of bricks here. We've had sardine cans. There's a bit of insulation. Now these look like the bottom of Milo tins. So at the end, whoever used to live here, he's got this personal little water hole. Em reckons it smells nice in here. You can see the flat stone base. Smells naturey. Sure, she's getting straight in. She must be hot. Now, if you've been following our journeys, Em's always a tiny bit reluctant to get in, but always gets in. She's just gone, I'm getting straight in. So we know we got a sweaty girl over here. Oh, damn. So whoever lived here has planted a massive aloe vera patch, which if you're from the northern areas or the tropics or you just know, it's very good for sunburn. So he's going to pick some up, crack it, and probably put it on me later on. Oh yeah, that's a lot.
Is that really good?
Yeah, you need to get heaps of it though. I'll grab it.
Oh.
So yeah, I'm a white pasty boy. Oh, I don't want that much, but I'm going to grab a leaf off this and we're going to take it with us, which will help with the burn for the trip. So there you have it. The old shack. Overgrown now, but pretty cool to imagine someone lived up here in the bloody heat tropics.
Very heat, yeah.
Crazy weather. She's a bit run down and old now, but yeah, very cool to see. And it's very hard to get to. Well, not very hard, but it's tricky. You wouldn't want to be walking up this every night.
We've had our morning explore. Now we're having our arvo fish, jigging, which I'm not very good at, but we'll try. It's only shallow. We're going to see if we can catch anything. We weren't catching anything, so we gave up on fishing, and we were going to go to our campsite for tonight. Twig had other plans. Oh, yeah, he's on. Oh, he's on. He was on. Tiniest little thing. Do you want a photo? We've just pulled up to camp for the night. Beautiful beach. We're just rafting up the boats over here. And there's a bloody seaplane here. How cool is that? Also these guys off another boat. Big cruise ship. But this is so pretty. That sand is so white. Keen?
So white. Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip, and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning, and this is just the beginning.
So we're at Silica Beach, an extremely white beach, as you can see here. Now, we're from country Victoria with some mates from Exium, we're with some mates from Broome and Mandurah, and we've ran into people that the boys from Mandurah know. The pilots of the horizontal falls plane, so they're just perched up. We're in the middle of nowhere, having a couple of drinks, enjoying a good time. He's loving it. Paradise for her.
So beautiful. It's off its head, but it's also got crocs. So don't get too comfortable.
My beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning, and this is just the beginning. I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all. And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? Let's go! Hey! Yeah, this is my life, my strife, my right to fight, to die, and this is my game to play, to claim a brand new name, and I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a bit nervous that I might screw everything up that I've ever done.
We're just having a few drinks, but the fisherman wants to fish, so we're going to see if we can catch something for dinner.
What fish do you want it?
I want a coral trout and a barra, that's it. Oh, good. Yes. He just declared there's a fish here. Next minute, hooked up. Come on. How deep is it?
35, it's a good fish.
Yes.
Going hard.
Oh. Come on, twig, crank it in.
I just don't want to lose it.
You'll be right. Do you want the net?
No, like it's not even winding in.
Oh, must be massive.
I don't know what it is. It's fighting very hard though.
Oh,
Come on.
no, you can't be far away.
Still pulling line. Oh, it's a Mackie.
Oh,
Oh no, it's a GT.
oh my god. Holy shit. Oh, twig. Oh, net. Oh my god.
G-banger on the jig. I was like, no wonder it's
That
fighting
is
so
so
hard.
random. Okay, get the net.
Right, you got him? You'll be heavy.
Yep. Drop him down gently. Yep. Oh. Huge! Happy?
Yeah.
Target species of the trip. I want to get a big GT and a big barra. Got this guy off the bottom though. On the jig I was very confused. I had no idea what was going on. But I'm very happy with this fish. I want to get one top water though. Not off the bottom with jig because it's a backbreaker. So I'm going to throw them straight back. They're not a good eating fish, but they're a good fighting fish.
Bye.
Yes!
We got that big GT and we've decided to come over to the rocks to have a little flick on sunset, and then we're going to go back to camp.
Perfect. Now get a fish. Oh, there we are. What are they?
Feel free.
And Queenies.
Not sure, but if you boys can see us, we're onto some fish if you want to try again. How you going, Twiggy?
Come on, hit it, Queenie. Oh, hit it. Just casting a million lures for GTs and getting nothing. What are you catching, Taj?
Fish. No, we got finger mark.
Keeg's on a fish. I just got mine. Look at that. Another finger. Get the net. Yeah! Fuck yeah! Dinner number 2. Pumpkin, sweet potato, pesto, bit of chicken. We've been looking forward to this for a long time, and it's pretty good to have out on the boat. It's not as good as we thought it was going to be though. Sun-dried tomatoes and all that don't freeze super well, but not too bad. Got the little tender rocking. It's essentially a Poo-mobile, so these guys can go to shore and get their business done, but we're going to have a little camp out tonight. It's going to be very nice.
On next week's episode, we leave Silica Beach and I find an epic little fishing lump on the way to Croc Creek. We set up camp at Croc Creek with an epic raft up, go for a freshwater swim, and then we head back out to that fishing spot for 2 hours of power. Everything lined up perfectly with new PBs all over the boat.